Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforcement Club. Today, we are going to talk about goal setting for success. Do you know, I'm going to ask you, why is it that goal setting is important for personal growth? Now, the basic reason why we need to have goals in life is for the sake of direction and focus. When we know where we're heading towards a specific outcome, we also know where we're going to channel our energy, resources, our focus, your hyper focus towards the outcomes that you've desired and you're willing to work for. And when we have goals, it prevents us from aiming, having nothing to do with life. Like this situation wherein you tend to be aimless, like you're just wandering, like drink here, party there, go out here, go out somewhere, and everything is just like for entertainment. And you don't work out on yourself. You don't work on yourself to improve nothing, nada. And when compared to having goals, it helps you prioritize your actions, which could contribute to your improvement, personal improvement, as well as your professional growth. Having a goal also gives you motivation. When you have goals, when you set goals, it creates a sense of purpose and motivation in you to, I'm talking about your inner drive, reason to wake up every morning and venture your day job in order to achieve a certain outcome that you've longed for, that you're planning, that you plan on. And when when you know where you're going, it gives you something to a reason to strive for, which is particularly important in challenging times. Even small goals, it can boost your confidence and reinforces your belief, your belief that you are enough, your belief that you can able to make your dreams come true. In the midst of adversities, in the midst of terrible situations, you know, we have unexpected problems which just pop up at any time of the day. Those bad news, failures, and we just, when we have goals, it helps us really strive to get through those terrible situations, those problems, to get through those problems and solve it and pick ourselves, get our act together, and continue working on our goals. That's why it's also important to be flexible on along the process while you are on the process of achieving your goal. So in other words, it's not the destination, it's the process. It's the kind of person you become while you are heading towards your goal. Now, your goals also provides benchmark or data against which progress can be measured. Like, for example, if you want to really improve your productivity, and then there you go, you have to spot the data. For example, you want to achieve four or three major activities in a day. Uh, as to me, working out, reading, and making contents. These are just top three. And once I've done all these things, then I can do whatever I want. It's just my day could be boring, but having these three top things to do every day will make my life complete. And these are my data too. But sometimes there are things that comes along, unexpected commitments, wherein I really need to change my routine, but not to change the top three. Never. Sometimes I have to wake up early and to work out and then read and then make content. Sometimes I make contents at 8 o'clock in the evening, 9 o'clock in the evening, just to finish the top three, to satisfy myself, to make myself feel that, okay, I've done it. I've done my part for the day. And it even looks like a boring day because it's just three major things to do in a day. And then I can do whatever I want. But this top three, will help me, for sure, will help me grow, will help me become a better person along the way in the long run. And then while at the same time, I can do whatever I want, which is a good deal for me. And, measuring your progress allows you to track your development and recognize achievements at the same time, as well as you can also able to spot on the areas or data which needs improvement when you are seriously tracking tracking your progress towards your goal, when you're serious enough to really nail your goal down. And when you have goals too, it fosters your sense of responsibility and commitment to it, to follow through your plans and aspirations. In other words, you're not going to become just a person who's going to say the things, beautiful things that they want to say, and just do nothing. You wouldn't be reliable enough to be that kind of person. But when you have goals, you got to get it done. Rain or shine, in sickness and health, get it done. Get it done. That's how it is when you have goals and when you're serious enough to really nail it. It makes you more accountable for your actions. And whenever you make mistakes, you own it. You don't throw it away to your mom and dad, to your spouse, to your best friend, because they invited you to go to the party and you didn't do what you have to do. No. You own your mistakes. You own your decisions. Because owning your mistakes, your every decisions, will it means that you are in control. You can change it. You can improve it. You can be flexible when you own your decisions as well as your mistakes, failures, whatever it is. Terrible things in life. When you own it, you can do something about it. But when you blame it to other people, blame it to the government, to the world, to your spouse, you can't do anything. That's out of your control. You just throw away a great opportunity for you to improve your life. And having a goal is important in your personal development. Because when you have a goal, you're not going to have a goal which is just too small for you. You want to achieve something really big, something challenging. And it requires new skills, knowledge to step out from your comfort zone. And all those stuff that you're doing for your goal, which you've never done before, all those stuff would definitely contribute to your personal growth. The process of striving towards your goal can lead you to become disciplined and resilient enough to get your act together, to get through the problems and come back. Come back to the process of achieving your goals. Come back to your goals again. And when you are resilient, when you are disciplined, you also have the capability to be adaptable, to be flexible. Whatever comes along, you're still going to get your act together and still get the job done towards your goal. So that's how powerful and important having a goal is. It will develop you to become the kind of person that you were like a newly improved kind of you. And that opportunity alone is limitless. You are the only one who can stop it, and you are the only one who can achieve it more and more, as many times as you can. That's why people, that's why Elon Musk became billionaire. That's why Taylor Swift became Taylor Swift, because that's how it works. And you can also have it for yourself. This is a free country, free life. If you just don't blame it to things which are outside of you. If you just own your dream, own your actions, own your plans, own everything, be accountable. Whatever happens when you execute your plans, then it's going to work for you. It's not about the outcome of your goal. It's the kind of person you become. Because even if you lose everything, all the money in the world, you can still able to work on that better, much richer the next time around when you come back. Because you've already have the blueprint in your mind how to achieve those stuff. So set goals. Now, I am going to give you 8 effective strategies for setting and achieving goals. The first one is SMART goals. S means specific, means measurable, A means achievable, R means relevant, T means time bound. So, SMART goals are important for, especially for short-term goals, like you can act it right away. And this is also important for long-term, like yearly goals, or it could be 3-year goal. But you know, when you are on the process and then problems come up, you have to revise your SMART goals or come up with another SMART goals. That's how it works. Because life is life. You're never gonna know what comes along. You know, sometimes life surprises us with good things and sometimes bad things. And nobody is exempted. Even rich people are not, are not exempted for disappointments, problems. They have better problems to solve, just like everybody else. Nobody is ever exempted for the good, the bad, and the ugly of life, part of life. Now, speaking about specific SMART goals, S. S means clearly define what you want to achieve. So, like for example, S specific. So, for example, a SMART goal for running a marathon. So, I just thought about the Dublin Marathon this coming November. So, if you're planning out to join the Dublin Marathon, yearly marathon, so yeah, you can use the SMART goals. So S means specific. Define what you want to achieve. Like for example, I'd like to start training every day to run the Dublin yearly marathon, which happens on November, this coming November, and it's actually a yearly though. M means measurable. Ensure the goal can be tracked and measured. So what you're gonna do with this measurable part? So you can say, I will use a fitness track, to track the progress of my training as my mileage increases. So in other words, if you're planning to run on this coming Dublin Marathon this November 2024 or next year, you might as well better start training today by using a fitness app. And for the A in the SMART goals, achievable. So set realistic goals that are attainable given your resources and constraints. So running for the Dublin Marathon, so attainable. So you can you can say, I've already run half marathon this year. You can join some sorts of marathon. It could be anywhere in Ireland or anywhere in your place if you're not located in Ireland. You could be somewhere else. So I've already run half marathon this year, 2024, and have a solid baseline fitness level. So attainable. For R means relevant. Choose meaningful goals aligned with your values and long-term objectives. So you can write down on your relevant this thing. I value my health and wellness, and this fitness goal will help me sustain that, which is absolutely true. So if you want to improve your cardio, then there you go. You can run. You can practice running. Or you can alternate running, and then on the next day, you can do weightlifting. Then T for the time bound in the SMART goals, set a deadline or time frame for achieving the goal. So you can state it like this. The marathon is on November. So let's just say you're just planning to join the Dublin Marathon for 2025. So the marathon is in November 2025 next year. So I must be ready by then. If you happen to not really, if you've never run any marathon before, it's just suddenly it pops up in your head. So you might as well start today. So that's just an example for SMART goals. The second thing that you can do is break down the goals. Divide larger goals into smaller, manageable tasks or milestone. So you have to do this so the goal wouldn't be overwhelming for you to the point that you're not going to do anything because it's hard. because you didn't cut it down to small pieces. And dividing larger goals into smaller ones provides a sense of achievement as each more minor task is completed. So like for example, if you want to buy a house 5 years from now, you want to save this amount for the down payment plus extra 10 or 15k or 20k for unexpected repairs that you have to do when you finally pick the house. So if the house is worth, like for example, 200,000 and the down payment is 10%, so you have to save up that 10%. How much is the 10% for 200,000? Is 20,000. For you want to save up, like for example, 1 year is pretty much 200,000. That's just for example. Or you want to buy the house for in 3 years time, so you could save up that 20,000 10% down payment. If there's still 200,000 worth of value of house price in the next 3 years from now. So why not? Then go for it. So you want to save up 20,000 for 3 years, and you can work on your savings every month. So breaking down the 20,000 to as a goal for 3 years, and you might as well want to consider saving also for the fees, for the charges, for the transaction of the when you buy a house, plus could be repairs, upcoming repairs, unexpected repairs for your house. So it could be you could save for a house which is worth 200,000, you might as well have to save for 20,000 for the 10,000 down payment plus the charges for the transaction when you buy a house, which could be 10,000, and you might as well want to consider for repairs or anything that you want to buy for your house. So it could be another 10,000, so 40,000 in 3 years. So that's a 3-year project, 40 or 50,000. So that's how you're gonna do your project in 3 years' time. Save up 50,000. So the 50,000 wouldn't be overwhelming when you look at it today. Like, you've no goals, you've no plans. How are you going to achieve it? I don't have 50,000 today, but I'm going to have it in 3 years. This is what I'm going to do. And every time you save up the amount that you're planning to save every month to come up with that 50,000 in 3 years, then that's already a happiness for you, a milestone for you on your journey. And number 3, create an action plan. So develop a step-by-step plan outlining the actions needed to achieve your goals. So like I said earlier, so when you want to save up 50,000 in order to buy a house in 3 years from now, then you have to track your spending habits in order to save that certain amount every month to come up with 50,000 in 3 years. So include deadlines and prioritize tasks to maintain momentum and focus. Keep your eyes on the price. Always imagine that you're gonna get a house 3 years from now by hook or by crook. Whatever happens, you're gonna get it done. So just in case if anything bad happens 3 years from now and you've already have 50,000, at least you've already have 50,000. If there could be any increase of house prices 3 years from now, then it'd be easier for you to really save for that, to work on that. And then eventually, it's just a matter of time, you're gonna have a house. Because you prioritize it, you act on it, nothing is impossible. All right, but basically you have to save up that 50,000 3 years from now and work on that. Most importantly. Number 4, visualize success. So it's important to really imagine that, to imagine, reimagine, to savor the moment of your imagination that you have finally bought a house. Like you're planning to have a garden. You're planning to have a big television to really, ignite the passion of really working on that goal 3 years from now to buy a house. It increase, that alone can increase your motivation and reinforce your positive thinking that it's gonna happen. Even though if there could be, just in case, if there could be changes in the house prices or interest rate, 3 years from now, it's easier for you to do something about it because you've already done your three-year blueprint, 3-year plan. You can do better. It's just a matter of time that you're going to get what you want. Keep your eyes on the prize. Now, number 5, stay flexible, because there could be some unexpected commitments that's going to come along. Like, for example, while you're saving up for your house 3 years from now, and then your girlfriend got pregnant. So that 3 years from now, just keep working on that. Hardly working. You could even make it 5 years or still 3 years, because your girlfriend, it's going to be you and your girlfriend is going to contribute to that savings to buy a house 3 years from now. Stay flexible. Keep your eyes on the prize. Be prepared to adjust your goals and plans as needed. Life is absolutely unpredictable. So be flexible to ensure that you can adapt to changing circumstances without losing sight on your goals, on your dreams. Number 6, seek support. So share your goals to the right people, not to those people who's just going to break your dreams. It's also your job to protect your dreams. Share your goals to people who wants the best for you, who doesn't want you to stay the same for the rest of your life. Share your goals to those people who wants you to get better, even better than them. So you can share your goals to it could be your spouse, parents, best friends, or mentor, who can provide you encouragement and hold you accountable. Or you can even join a group or community. If you are into fitness, especially fitness goals, with similar goals in a community can provide additional motivation and support. And number 7, always monitor and review your progress and adjust your action plan as necessary. Like, let's go back to saving for like buying a house 3 years from now. So you track your savings, and then you would also might as well consider, the tracking the interest rates of the mortgage as well as the house prices. So you can be flexible enough to change your savings 3 years from now to really get that goal to buy a house 3 years from now. So reflect on what is working and what isn't working, and be willing to make changes to stay on the track. So keep tracking the right data. Number 8, stay persistent. Stay persistent not only on the setbacks, understand that setbacks are a natural part of the process. Also persistent enough to celebrate your achievement, even smallest achievement. Congratulate yourself or give yourself a treat. It could be Haribo or a jelly or whatever. Ice cream. Buy yourself an ice cream every time you achieve those small goals, your smart goals every day or every month. In the midst of the changes, in the midst of problems that comes along, which is, part of persistency, of being persistent. And, when you are persistent, you are also a kind of person who is resilience. And that alone could be crucial to overcoming obstacles and achieving long-term goals. So persistent enough to battle, to improve yourself as you work on your goals along the way, as well as persistent enough to celebrate your small victories. So, while you're persistent, battling the problems, fighting for your goals, and every time you succeeded, and then you celebrate, even just small celebration, buy yourself an ice cream, it reinforces your positive behavior and keeps you motivated. Not the ice cream that will make you, it's not the ice cream, it's the, celebration for your small successes and your persistence as well. And keeping your eyes on the prize. Now, by setting clear, achievable goals and following these strategies that we talk about today, you can significantly enhance your personal growth. As you're on the process of achieving your goal and you've changed yourself, you become adaptable and resilient. That will absolutely make you grow and move you closer to realizing your full potential as yourself. Not only, you know, the getting your goal, not only the reward itself, but realizing your full potential as a unique person. You come to realize that you've never known the kind of self that you are, that you have right now. You've never known that you have the ability to conquer this battle in your life. You're getting better, and you're gonna be happy with that. So keep working on your goal, and I'll be happy to see you really achieving a lot and happy at the same time. So if you ever love this episode today, you can share it to your family and friends. You can follow me in Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. By the way, this is Anne of Free Enforce Me Club, your fellow positive reinforcer. I do appreciate your time and have a lovely day ahead. Thank you very much.